Okay, good morning, you guys. My live stream should be starting up, so I'll just double check that like I always do because I'm always unsure. But good morning. Today is episode 9 of Survival Fridays. Now, it is a little bit later than usual, and that's purely just because our server was actually down this morning for a little bit, so I haven't been able to live stream, and then I also wasn't able to prepare some of my interior stuff like I've been wanting to. The past week I have been working on the server when I've had time. I've had work and university and stuff like that. So this is what my basement, we'll just go into the house a little bit because I remember last time I wasn't able to finish it because I had my exam. But this is what my house ended up looking like. So I basically just added some greenery to the outside. I made a pathway here, and then I've just built a little stable. I still haven't transferred the horses over from my little dirt hut stable to this proper one, so I've got to do that too. I started last night transferring slowly all my objects a little bit, but ended up falling asleep, so I've run out of time, I suppose you could say. But yeah, so I've just made it really simple in the garden. I've got here a pathway. I still want to add a tree to this area here, so I've still got to do that. I made a little pond, and I'm gonna have a dog area over in this corner back here. So there's still a lot that I need to do, but I have done all the basics. Now, because I haven't got my interior stuff, I'm gonna have to leave that till next week because I really want to do gardens this episode and talk about gardens in survival, how to kind of do them and that kind of thing. But I will just mention, so I kind of designed the downstairs area because we hadn't really done that. So if you come upstairs here, I've just covered the roof with some spruce so it's kind of hidden and it's neater. And then if you come underground here, I've just made it really simple. So all I've done down here is I made the flooring spruce. I put a spruce roof to kind of blend it with the top of the house. And then I just made 2 little rows here where I've got my chests. So this one over here, I've just kind of categorized them into wood, stone, that kind of thing. So I've got wood here. This is my stone and my dirt kind of one. I've got a random chest. Oop. We're going to have a restart. That's bad timing. Just grass and stuff like that as well. I've got a bunch of furnaces and crafting table. I still want to add brewing stands and stuff like that. We are going to have a restart though, it looks like, in a second. So it looks like we will be having a quick restart. But yeah, so the only other thing I really did downstairs here was I made a little door, and if you go downstairs into this area, oh, there we are, restart. But if you go downstairs into this area, I was thinking about doing a second chest level, but I probably have enough chests that I don't really need to be doing that. So instead, all I've done is I made a downstairs area because there are a bunch of caves under the house. So as well as the mine in the main town, I thought it might be quite, hey Thomas, hey Wolf Nutella. We are about to have a restart though. Hey Cookie Kitten, it's nice to see you all. Again, sorry my live stream's a little bit, probably about an hour and a bit later, but the server was completely down. It wasn't up at all, so I couldn't even get on. Yeah, first again, Thomas. But yeah, unfortunately the server was down, so I've had to start my live stream a little bit later. Like usual, it's having the normal lag that it normally does when I first start up, but hopefully that'll fix. But yeah, so downstairs, I kind of just made a little entry to the cave here. And then there's a reason that I don't have the flowing water that I do up in the top of my house, because there's that natural kind of river underneath. So I'm trying to use as many, like you always kind of see me do with my building, I always try and use as many natural resources as I can. And if there's a flowing river completely under the house, I don't really need to see the point of building a flowing kind of water source up in my basement when I can just go down one little staircase and there's unlimited flowing water. Hey Lizzie, nice to see you again. We're just doing a quick restart, probably because the server was down. They're probably just fixing something quickly, so we'll be back in a second. Yeah, you're early. My server went down, so I haven't been able to get on for an hour and a bit, which is also why I haven't prepared my interior stuff, but hopefully it'll be fixed soon. Hopefully it should go back up. But yeah, so I just kept it really simple in the garden. I kept it really simple downstairs as well. Not too many chests. I really want to try and not hoard as much as I do. I was thinking it might be worthwhile at some point if I can get some lava, and there is a giant what was my first video? I think it was my cottage garden. I know that was one of the first. I don't know if it was the first. My first videos, I think, was like cottage garden, road decorations and designs. And then I did I did starter homes and then dirt starter homes. But yeah, so this is my downstairs area. So like I was showing, basement, kept it really simple. I'm just like categorizing things into like this is a random box, wood, stone. I've got like plants and that kind of thing here. This is kind of like my farming and food chest. I've got like an armor, weapon and tool chest, and then I've got like clay down here as well, like terracotta. But if you go downstairs, all I've done down here, I was going to build another house, but I was like, oh well, I kind of like the cave. So I've got like a water source here, which I kind of just channeled, so that way it can't really affect walking straight out of the house anymore. And then there's like all these caves which were underneath the house. So what I thought would be quite cool is that if I need stone or anything like that really like quickly, I've got all my furnaces upstairs. I can come down here, do a bunch of mining, prepare all my stuff that I need, go up, burn it, come down again. So I just thought of actually utilizing the caves under the house, so that way it's not like I'm doing nothing. I could also even make my own mine down here, just taking it down a bit lower if I didn't want to use the other one. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I got my unlimited water source underneath there, and then everything else. Ah, what was the first video they watched? I see. But yeah, so I still got to do interiors, but I fell asleep last night, and yeah, we had the server down this morning, so I wasn't able to. But this is my completed little house now. I think it's very cute, just nice and quaint, and it's simple enough, but it looks really nice the way it is. And I also put vines up there as well to kind of grow all over the house too. Other than that, all I've really done this past week is just tidying the town a little bit, preparing it a bit more. So I've been adding more lighting around the town and trying to get rid of the torches. Obviously you can see down there I haven't got rid of all my torches, but I've got rid of the majority. So ones like this, because I've got my light there, I can remove, and I can remove this one. So as I've been making more lights and finishing them off and adding different colored banners as well, I've just been removing all the lights, so that way it looks more like a natural little town. I also added a bunch of new plots, so if you are wanting to build in the town, there are like a few plots still. This one was taken by Zamiz, who is a head admin, but we still have this plot over here, which I finished off the oak fencing for. So there is this plot here that you could build in if you did want to build. I also made, oh, I've got a witch over there. I also made 3 little plots over here as well, so I'll quickly show those. So there's 3 little plots that I made over here as well along the river, so you could build there. And then there's another 2 I kind of built up into the town a little bit more. So if we go over here, I've just been trying to create a lot, so if any of you did want to come on and build a little house at least, you don't have to play on the town all the time, obviously, but if you did want to build a house or try out the server. Oh god, I don't have a favorite pun, but I'm sure Mr. Hey Sophia does. I've got this little plot here which I built. It's kind of like a raised plot, so I made this kind of little I kind of made this little like retaining wall here, and I flattened the land out, so if you did want to build, it's quite easy. There is some terraforming though, which I think is good. You could always build the house down here and have a garden up there, or the house up there and have all this as garden. And then my last little plot I did build You want a Slurpee? I haven't had a Slurpee in years. Hey P-Fan, nice to see you this morning. And the last little plot I built, I think Jim has built this one here. So I've still got to, I'll fix it up and do the little, making the fence higher and making maybe like a road that goes around here and then across there. Have some gardens in this kind of area, I was thinking. And then the last little plot I made was this one here. So again, I've raised it a bit higher. It's got 3 levels, so you could build like a little house here and then all gardens or anything like that. But yeah, so I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 new house plots. And then I've been tidying all the roads up. I've been adding lights and banners to the lights. Like I've got more here. I've been getting a lot of walls so I can do all the banners. Just trying to like pull the town together a little bit more and make it look a little more polished. But you can see it's really coming together quite nicely with people's houses going up and all the lights and the banners. I really like the banners as well because they add like pops of little color around the town, so it makes it a bit more interesting and looks like little flags and stuff like that. Bacon, I like bacon. I'm not obsessed with bacon, but I do like it. But yeah, so I've still got to add some more stuff to this chest as well, just make it a bit more friendly. I'll probably go to like a whatchamacallit, oh, I wonder whose house this little one is. Oh, that's cute. But yeah, so eventually at some point we will probably start removing some of the dirt houses, or we might try and keep some of them but remove, like try and build amongst them at least. I kind of do like the hobbit houses. Obviously my one here I'm going to completely remove. I've started moving. Yeah, I haven't had one for ages either, Thomas. I've started removing like all the chests. Like I've nearly emptied out that one there and I'll remove that. And I'm just like very slowly going here over to, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, a hay fever. But I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm very slowly moving everything over there, which is also why I built... My Google is being very creepy and talking to me. But yeah, I'm slowly removing everything here over to my house, and then I would have completely removed this here. We'll have a normal road, and I'll probably start building like some buildings along here as well. Oh, you're sick? I was kind of sick last night. Oh no, I sound weird because of my hay fever sneezing. A slice of pie costs $2.50. I didn't get that one by Mr. Hey Sophia. But yeah, so I'm very slowly removing everything so the town's coming together. I've also been removing like the farming stuff here because I will clear all this, and then we'll probably start building buildings up this side. And then probably building the town hall as well, having like a big hobbit hole town hall, and we'll decorate gardens all the top up there. So for today's video, oh hey Bella C, nice to see you. But yeah, so for today's video I thought we could kind of focus on doing gardens in the roundabouts, maybe even doing the gardens up on top of the town hall area up there as well. Oh, I still haven't moved everything into my chest. But yeah, I think gardens are quite important, and they really can add a lot of charm to the village. We have quite a lot of roundabouts because of Jim making them all for us, which is very nice. So thank you, Jim. Jim, you get it. Thomas, of course you do. But yeah, so I thought we might do maybe a Rabbit Rock roundabout. I really like Rabbit Rock. I think it's just like a cool little feature. It looks like someone's literally carved a rabbit kind of out of the rocks, but it's completely natural. So yeah, I thought we could do Rabbit Rock for now. And then yeah, just focus on other things. I also still haven't done a stable. It is on my to-do though. We still have our layout here for a stable, but I do want to get a stable done as well. And I've still got to put more sheep in a little thing. But you can see like I'll start working on it a bit more over the next week, but you can kind of see how everything's kind of really pulling together now, and like adding the lights and the plots and everything like that. It's starting to make it feel more like a town. So just like little things, even like adding all your little light bits really pulls everything together. You don't watch, you haven't uploaded in a while. It's very hard to upload. I only started uploading again frequently recently. Not because I wasn't wanting to upload, but it's the time of university. I've got 3 assignments due in the next week and a bit, so okay. So let's get started on this garden. Now I am going to remove the roses and the torches just so we kind of have like a clean slate. And I'm also going to remove the fence posts. The reason for this is because they are oak. I did just use them as a base at first, but I really want to be using dark oak. Oh, the dogs aren't happy. But I really want to be using dark oak for my fencing because it kind of matches the pathway a little bit more. And it's got a really, really rich color. So when you have dark oak against like flowers and stuff like that, it makes the colors pop a lot more. At some point at night, it would also be nice to get some podzol here, or have to get a soft touch shovel though for that one there. Hi Fandom Love, nice to see you this morning. I'm happy that people are sick too. 2 days ago, the day felt so long, I actually thought. Oh wow. I got like a little bit sick last night. I'm just going to use my axe here. I know it's bad. I actually got a little bit sick last night. I was having like an allergic reaction, so that wasn't very nice. Something you probably wouldn't know about me. I get really bad hay fever. Oh, no, you would know I get really bad hay fever. But on top of the hay fever, I'm allergic to things, but I don't know what I'm allergic to. Like I know I'm allergic, not anaphylactic, but I know I'm allergic to like crustacean, like shellfish shells. And I know I'm allergic to some type of grasses, but I don't know what. And I was sitting on the couch here last night and I put a blanket over me, and then I instantly got like hives and I was wheezing and my throat got itchy and it's so bad. I never used to get it that bad though, so I'm thinking I might have to see my doctor about at some point when I see him next, just about what to do, because I never used to have allergic reactions like that. You could make Fortnite gaming videos if you like. I don't really like Fortnite. I've played Fortnite and I've done like odd little bits here and there. I think it's a good game to waste time on, but it's not really a game for me. It's very like cartoonish, which isn't a bad thing, but like I think it's way overhyped and I think it's a big waste of money. But I'm just going, before the roundabout, I'm just going for patchy little bits like this. You would switch with her. No, I'm reading the chat, Bella C. I did notice you, that's why I said hi. But yeah, no, I kind of, like, I like Fortnite, but I think it's way overhyped. And it's so expensive. Like, I get that it's a free game and that's great, but the whole point of games like Fortnite when they're free is they get you with the microtransactions. And like, I know I was looking at some of the I'm just looking for some like plain dark oak blocks, by the way. I know though that I was looking at like the cost of the what was it, like of all the axes that you use to harvest like wood and stuff like that. So expensive. I know I was looking at one outfit and I think by the time I converted it, it was like, I don't know, I think it was like $35. I had never seen something so, like, I kind of expect that for some games, but like $35 for an outfit, I'm not 6 years behind in the chat. Hey, I read the chat every time. I look over all the time. No, Thomas. But no, I don't know. Like, I get Fortnite and I think it's nice, but I don't understand the hype. And like, yeah, it's free and that's great, but they're making money by, in a way, like scamming people because people are buying a pixel outfit for $35 of in real life money. Oh, you miss your bird. That's okay, Sloth. It's nice to see you anyway. Your house is looking really good too, by the way, as well. I thought I would say. I like your house. It's very pretty. But yeah, I'm just getting some dark oak at the moment. Just so we can do more of the fence posts. I know I've got more dark oak at my house, but I planted these trees so we could harvest them. And it's also because like we'll have to make a road here anyways, so we've got to get rid of them anyway. But yeah, what happened to your bird? Okay, let's just quickly convert this. Not all of it, but we'll do like a fair bit. We'll do 1 pile of 64. We don't need too many dark oak. Oh, I didn't want all that. That's okay though. Okay, split that, sticks. Okay, so this should be more than enough fencing, all of that. And it's good because we need the dark oak fencing anyway, because all the light posts here, I've got all the dark oak at the pole bit there, so I've been slowly removing any that have spruce and just replacing them with like dark oak. Like I'll do that one too. Oh, you did? I'll go have a look quickly. I saw there's a pink one. I have been getting some wool from like sheep in the area, but not the... Oh, okay, so you have a pink one, a blue one, and a white one. Oh, cool. And there's a cyan and a dark blue. Thank you. Oh, there's another pink one here. See, with the pink one like that, what I'll show you what you do. We'll go grab some wheat quickly, hey? I've also got banners so I can add them as I walk around, but we'll go grab some wheat quickly. What are the little... Okay, let's just plant that quickly. Okay. So what you want to do with the chunk farming, I'll show you what you do. Okay, so we go into the chunk farm. Now what we will want to do, we'll go over here. We'll just remove that one. And we'll remove these ones. You just want to make sure if you're doing this, like the door's closed as well. Come on, little sheepies. Come on. Come on. Okay. Well, I got one up here. Okay. Get the pink sheep in there. Get in there. I think this one's kind of like stuck. Okay. Let's get some more dirt. Make it a little bit easier. Okay, come on, sheepy. Come on, sheepy. Okay, there we go. So once they're in there together... No! No sheep. See, it's trying to escape. This is why they closed the gate. Did I get an update? No. I've still got the... I should probably have my leash for this. I've still got like the normal Minecraft. I don't have the... I've got the updated one in like snapshot versions, but not in like normal like game like this. This is still 1.12 if that's what you're meaning. I do play the update though. I just play it in snapshot. Come on, sheep. Come on. No. Damn it. These sheep aren't cooperating. Oh jeez, that's okay. It was nice talking to you for a little bit anyway, Sloth. Okay, they are both interested. They are coming in. Come on. Okay, now what you do, you quickly run. You both get them in there. Come on, sheep. There we go. Okay, so now you've got your farm. So what you would do, once you have them both in there, you just grab your wheat. You breed them like that. And then you keep holding the wheat and then the baby comes out and that is your chunk farmer. So we got there eventually. And then the other good thing as well is it will leave like a experience ball, so you can kind of like get that as well. And then you have your full sheep, which you wouldn't normally have that there, but we're gonna be a bit mean and kill the sheep. I am sorry, guys. But yeah, so that's your chunk farm. So eventually you have 2 by 2 by 2 and then you just breed them when you need them. Or you can also shear the wool off if you just want a little bit of wool, or you can breed a bunch and then, yeah. Oh, you got it on the Xbox. Yeah, it's cool, hey. The dolphins I kind of don't like too much. I love the dolphins, but they always die on me when I keep them in my little pens and stuff like that. They tend to like jump up really high and then they get stuck on like blocks. So I think the best way is to just make a giant wall of glass so they can't get stuck. And it'll have to be blocks because I had a what did I have? I had a block and then glass panes, and they would get stuck on the blocks, so you'd need full glass blocks. But yeah, they can be a bit annoying. I haven't played around with them too much in the ocean though, so I'm hoping they're a lot more fun in that kind of area thing. And the fish are really, really pretty. But yeah, okay, so we've got a little barrier here. Now we're going to start focusing on the gardens. The way that you guys have probably noticed that I always do gardens is I have shortest plants at the front and then tallest plants at the back. And that's just because you get like a nice little gradient. And if you do look at gardens anywhere around the world, if you went to a botanical garden, or maybe you're just going to someone else's garden, or like even if you look in your own backyard, you'll see that at the back you always kind of have like the trees, and then at the front you'll have like little shrubs or grasses or little flowers. So that's okay. It was nice seeing you, P-Fan. Have a good day. But yeah, so when you garden, always try and just imagine it like a triangle. So you have like your triangle. I'm gonna use my hands. Imagine it like a triangle at the back, which is here. You have your taller plants at the front. You'll have your shorter. You just want that really, really nice gradient. So that's how I kind of like to garden. Now, I like to use a mix of saplings and stuff like that. The only other thing I'm worried about is it is quite dark there. So maybe what we might do, if we grab a glass block, we might actually place some glowstone around the bottom of the rock, and then have a glass block on top of it. I'm pretty sure I have some white glass that we could put in there. Here we go. I'm just going to get rid of the stuff as well. Like, don't worry, I'm going to eventually get rid of everything. And it'll be back over in that house that I've finished building. But for now, we might also cook some mutton while we're there. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab our glowstone and our white glass, because that's what we have. Just use whatever you have. If you can get something like a white, a light grey, or even a green, that would be really good for mixing in the glass, in the green grass area. If you had something like podzol or dirt or anything like that, you'd want to go for like a brown glass. And again, if you had stone for a base, oh, I'm moving my microphone, you'd want to do like a light grey. So we might do something where we put a hole here. Now all we want to do, one block down, glass on top. And then this is just kind of like a nice way to have some light around the bottom of the rock without having to have torches all over it or anything like that. And we can just surround that by putting even like a leaf block on top. So even if we don't like the look of it, just put a leaf block and then it's completely hidden. Hiding lighting and bushes is a really, really, really good way to do lighting and survival. Really completely hidden. And if you can still see the light, if you do have your settings set to more like a see-through tree, just go like another block deeper and then you can't see it from an angle at all. So what we're going to do now, probably place another one at the front here. Again, 2 blocks down. Oh, not with a tree, with a light. Place a little plant on top. You could even just blend it in a little bit more by doing that. We'll do another one here. Again, 2 blocks down, little light on top, not watermelon. Plant. And there you go. But you can see it's like completely hidden. And we could even like plant a little bit more with the grass, the little bushes here. Make it cover little rabbit rock a little bit more. But you can see it's adding like a nice amount of light, but it's not too much. But you can just do this the whole way around, like gardens and stuff like that. I am going to need a little pickaxe there. Again, like glass bush. And it's very simple to do. And you can just do this anywhere in gardens. I like to do it all the time, even in creative. Some of my houses as well, when I build, I will do that kind of lighting thing because it just really lights up the garden without having to have big outdoor lighting solutions. Let's do another one here. 2 blocks down, glowstone. I'm gonna need to get some more glowstone this week as well. But you can really see that's already like lit up the majority of the roundabout. We can do another one even here. Now I'm gonna need this again. Let's remove my watermelon for now. Down, glowstone glass plant. There we go. And I might do one over here. We don't want the, we kind of want to like ambient lighting, not like the whole thing is lit up like a Christmas tree bright. Oh, cake making. Have fun, Thomas. Let me know what cake it is and how good it is. Enjoy your cake making. It's always fun making a cake. Enjoy eating it. Okay, so we're gonna do I think that's pretty much okay actually. We might place like a little second bush here and maybe just one more light here. There we go. I think that's pretty much lit up really well for the roundabout. I probably wouldn't want any more lighting than that because we still have to do the lighting like over here, like on all the ends of the little roundabout thing, so we don't want too much lighting because we'll still have all of that as well. But I think that's looking pretty good and pretty nice. What we're going to focus now on though is doing the rest of our lighting. Why have I got that there? So what we're going to do now is start focusing on the bigger plants at the back, and I always like to include in that even grass and large ferns because they add a bit more greenery. It depends on what kind of garden you're going for. If you want like a flower garden, I probably wouldn't be going for like grassy things like grass and large ferns, but if you're wanting a like a kind of mixed garden, which I think a lot of people do in survival. Hi Kellen, nice to see you today. But I think if you want like a really nice kind of garden, it's really good to just mix up what you're doing. So what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of some of this stuff here. Actually, let's just put it in a chest for now because we don't need any of it. We're not doing any more lighting for now. And I can focus on all that later. We'll just place a bunch of plants in my invent so that way we don't have to keep coming back. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to get rid of all my banners here. Get a bone, get rid of that, get rid of all this gunpowder. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything I would need removed. We might even use the sapling. I don't think we'll be using vines. I don't really want vines all over Rabbit Rock. Grass we'll use roses. I think a lot of my plants as well I've already moved back over. What have we got in here? No, I don't want a rose bush in my house. Okay, jungle saplings we can use. Acacia saplings I'm keeping at the moment because I do want to farm with them a little bit more. Poppies we can use daisies, we can use birch. Please excuse all my animals barking in the background. I still need to move them all over. It's like a bit of a zoo at my house, isn't it? Okay, I think that's all the plants I really have here. I think a lot of them I've already actually moved over. Yeah, we could use oak. We'll go grab my plants, hey? Okay, what we're going to do... Thomas already left Mr. Hey Sophia. He probably can't hear me though. Okay, so we're going... No, don't be noisy. Oh, Strudel's getting vocal. I'm also going to die if I don't eat. Okay, so what we're going to go do, we're going to quickly go over to my little house now that we actually have a house. Oh, Strudel's getting very vocal. And we're going to quickly just grab some little plants and also some bone meal so we can grow our grass really tall and also our ferns. Strudel is starting to play now next to me with Henrietta. I feel you guys are always putting up with my dogs. She's a little bit weird, hey? Okay, so we're gonna grab some of these peonies, maybe even some sunflowers we could put in depending on the the direction. Oak saplings would be good. Strudel's really starting to play with Henrietta now. We'll get some more daisies as well. We might grab these ones. I don't think I've got too many flowers at the moment. I'm kind of missing like the purple ones. Yeah, the purple ones I'm missing, and I'm missing also orchids. I only ever had a few orchids because Jim gave them to me. Thank you, Jim. So I don't have too many, and I'm also missing pink tulips. Because like I've only been able to get like a little bit here and there. I probably might do a bunch of exploring today even, and just try and find a bunch of flowers. Okay, so let's go back to our roundabout now. We have a bunch of plants. So first things first, we might place a few of the little oak leaf blocks around, just to add a little bit more variety of bushes. And then we're going to start doing our larger plants and working closer to the front. So let's start with some oak. We're just going to kind of like place it near our leaf blocks. I mean like our jungle leaf blocks, just like this, and also a few by themselves. Just adds a little bit more variety, so it kind of looks really nice and lush and green. And then we're going to start on our taller blocks. So with the grass, you just do the bone meal, and then it's the same with the large ferns as well. You guys will probably know that. But like I said, you want to start like closer to the back with the larger plants. And I really do like grass. I think a lot of people don't really use it that much, but it makes a really good like filler tall bush. I'm sure I've said that before in one of my videos, but if you haven't heard it before, I really like grass for plants because it really fills in a lot. And I don't think it looks too bad. Obviously, if you're wanting a really nice clean lawn, you wouldn't want tall grass everywhere, but if you're wanting to garden, it does make a really, really good gardening block. So we're just going to go like that, and then maybe like another leaf block just like over here kind of, and then another grass block maybe in here. Okay, so that's pretty much all the blocks I would want to do. I don't want to do too many, and we might even make it that the garden's a little bit patchy, so it's not the entire thing is filled with flowers. Especially at the moment, because we don't have like, oh, I forgot to grab string for the saplings. We'll need to grab that too. But especially at the moment, because I don't have too many, can't remember what I was going to say. I don't have too many of like the grass and the leaf, and I don't have too many like varieties. So if I have so many of all of them, it's going to be just a bit too much. So for now, we're just going to place some flowers around here. You can even take it a little bit forward sometimes, like you could take one like all the way up there, and that's not really an issue. You just don't want to have like them all around the front, and that kind of just, because it hides the rest of the plants behind. So you want to kind of like avoid that. Okay, one here, place one in there. But you can see I'm just kind of going like patchy, not making it, oh, Strudel's not happy. I'm not making it completely perfect because you don't want it completely perfect. Again, place a random one like up the front a little bit more, and then maybe one there. So you're kind of getting that patchy look now. Roses I really like too because they're really nice pops of color. That's why I like the orchids as well. That blue is just so like vibrant, and it can really, really bring out a garden, but I can't find any. But we'll keep looking. I'm sure there's like some swamp nearby that I could try and get some orchids from. Okay. Thank you, cool boy. Just doing the gardening at the moment. I feel like it's out there way too much actually. So we're just going to take these ones down. You want it kind of like even. You don't want it looking uneven on the sides. So that one goes out a little further than these ones do. So we're going to make a rose bush go there just to kind of bring it out a little bit more on the side. So you can see when looking front on, they're kind of evenly spaced. They look natural, but it's kind of about the same, closest to the roundabout thing, if you get me. Okay. Now, I don't know which way the sun... Okay, so the sunflowers are facing left. Okay. So the sunflowers we will place around here. Probably one there. Maybe one over here. Just, again, little pops of color. The only thing about sunflowers is you can't obviously have them facing every direction, which kind of sucks sometimes, but at least if you can add a couple, it's a nice little pop. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the shorter plants, and for the shorter ones, again, we're going to go with just like tulips, peonies, roses, not peonies, poppies. Also dandelions I really like as well. Azure blast, and I've also got saplings, so we're going to quickly grab that string I forgot, because I forgot the string. I really like putting saplings in gardens. It just brings it out a little bit more, and again, it's more greenery. Especially if you're going to have greenery at the back of the garden, you should have greenery at the front. So grasses, ferns, saplings are really good to do that. You just want to make sure, like I said, that you put the string on top so you don't have a tree growing in your garden, because you don't want your sapling to turn into a tree. I'm sure I had a few bits of string. Yeah, I've got a few. Okay, and then we'll also just grab some more grass and ferns and dandelions. Okay, we're good now. Let's go back up. Close the house so we don't have zombies in there. Okay, so we'll go back now. Now you can also add dead bushes to gardens, but I find they're not really suited if you want something really lush. Desert gardens are really good for that kind of thing, but if you're wanting a really lush garden, you don't want a dead plant in your lush garden. It's going to take away from that, so you have to be specific about the kind of plants that you use as well. Oh, I need some watermelon. Okay, so we're going to start putting these saplings at the front. And some people might think gardens are boring, but I do really think they're entertaining and they bring a lot to a build. Like once we finish gardens on all the roundabouts, again, it makes the town just feel a little bit more alive, and it's same for even like random open grass patches like that. Like this here will all be gardens. Like in between buildings we'll have gardens here, and it just makes things feel more lived in. Like even in little villages in the middle of nowhere, they'll still have gardens of some sort, and it just makes it feel more like alive and everything. Okay. Now we're going to grab some saplings and bone meal and grass. We might do the green and then do the flowers in the green. I've got one dark oak. I could probably do that. I'm gonna have a little... Oh, where's our string? There it is. We're going to just place some saplings here. That's on top, isn't it? Yeah. Do maybe a jungle one here. I keep going to put the bone meal on top. I'm like, no, that will grow our tree. We don't want a growing tree. Okay, another sapling here, another one there. I keep going for the bone meal. Oak one here. Jungle, birch. Okay, maybe another birch. Birch. Again, string on top. Don't want it growing. Oak, oak. Oh, that was next to it. And maybe another couple of birch around here. Okay, I purely have the string basically so I can do saplings, so that gives you an idea of how much I like saplings. I probably need to try and get some more little string bits soon. Okay, so that's pretty much all these saplings, and then I've got a few little bits of grass, so I'm going to place a couple of those and some ferns around. Just trying to get, again, that layer before we start going down to the bottom kind of flowers. And it also just thickens up the garden a little bit more as well. Just like that. And if you can try and get a whole like variety of grass and stuff like that, it looks a lot better as well. I'm kind of low on the grass, which I don't really mind. I can fix it up later if I don't like it too much. But you just want at least a good variety of like ferns and saplings and stuff like that. Like we could even do like another sapling maybe. Let's have a look from the front. It's always good to have a face on view. PlayStation 3. No, I've got a PlayStation 4. We upgraded the second that the PlayStation 4 came out. As soon as the PS4 came out, we were at the midnight launch, like, getting it. So, unfortunately, I do not have a PlayStation 3. Well, we do. We've got, like, 2, but we don't use them. We just, like, Mr. Haysophie uses the PlayStation 3 on occasion. But I only use the PlayStation 4 when I do play on the PlayStation. Which I haven't played a lot recently because I've been so caught up with Minecraft and uni, so unfortunately not too much. No, you should get a PlayStation 4 though. I think the PlayStation 3 is stopping, like Sony's stopping a lot of like support for the PlayStation 3, isn't it anyway? I know like a lot of games just won't really support it anymore. Oh, I like the PlayStation 4. Like, when I look at the graphics of, like, the PlayStation 4 to what we were playing on the 3, like, I can't go back. That's partially the reason I don't play the PlayStation 3 anymore. It's like, even with games like GTA, I got GTA 5, I think it is, like, the newest one, or newest one, when it came out on PlayStation 3. And then it was very, very soon after that the PlayStation 4 got released, and I just couldn't like go back to playing Grand Theft Auto because I couldn't like go back to the graphics of the PlayStation 3. Like, it's such a big change, I just couldn't do it. It's like there's nothing wrong with like older graphics, but I couldn't go back to that pixely look, I suppose you could say. Okay, so that's a nice amount of tulips, and again you can kind of see how it's looking bushy before the bigger ones, and then you get to the finer kind of flowers. Now we're just going to do some poppies around here as well, and you want to just slowly start bringing them to the front of the garden as well. Oh, you like the PlayStation 4 2 hamster? That's good. Someone's on my side. I haven't really been playing it a lot. Like I said, I just don't have time. I have been playing Horizon Zero Dawn when I have, and I've really been enjoying that game. I have done a little bit of Fortnite, not a lot though, maybe like 5 hours on Fortnite. I've still got to play Assassin's Creed, and I'm just kind of like waiting for a few new games to come out. I don't know if any of you had a PlayStation 1, probably not. But when I was growing up, I had a PlayStation 1. So I'm really looking forward to the Spyro trilogy makeover. I had Crash Bandicoot 2, but I like Spyro more than Crash Bandicoot. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think my friends are really into Red Dead Redemption, so I was going to give that a go with them. I used to play the Elder Scrolls Online a little bit as well, but not so much lately. Oh well, if you're going to unsub because I don't like yeah, I think so too, Hamster. But if you're going to unsub because I like PlayStation 4 and you don't, that's your loss really. As much as I'm really grateful for subs that I have, if you're going to unsub for me because of that, then I don't really care. Obviously you're not really. That's okay, your loss. But no, that's good, hamster girl. I think like a lot of people around my age and your dad's age would probably play a lot of PlayStation 1. I loved the PlayStation 1 growing up. I can remember when we first got it. And the funny thing about the PlayStation 1 compared to like, and even the 2 and the 3, I think. No, just the PlayStation 1 and 2. Compared to now, you used to be able to like, I think so too, MJPK. It was like the funnest thing when I was little. But like even like compared to like when it's funny, when you had PlayStation 1s and 2s, you always had a friend that you would know that knew someone, and you would give them like $50 and they would go and chip your PlayStation. So when you, I think it was like called chipping, but when you would chip your PlayStation, you could go to and get like any burn game. Don't bark at your sister. Come here. Come here. We don't bark at sisters. No, that's mean. But basically what you would go and do, you'd go and hire someone and they would get like a burner on your PlayStation or chip it. And then you could get any burnt DVD, not DVD, you could get any burnt game that you want and play. So when I had a PlayStation 1, but like when I had a PlayStation 1, I got my PlayStation chipped. And then we went around and just like completely, we got so many games. We used to have like a folder of just like burned PlayStation games, and we would just choose whichever ones we wanted. I remember I had like, I think Grand Theft Auto came out on something earlier, and then they had GTA 2, which was the PlayStation 1. I played that, and that was so fun. Grand Theft Auto compared to like what you used to have, used to be just like a little it used to be like a top-down 2D view, and you had this little pixel man who wore black and he had a bald head. And oh, it was just so different to what you have now. But it was the best game when I was a kid playing like Grand Theft Auto like that. But yeah, fuck. Ooh, I swore. But yeah, that was, it was the best game. So if you ever play any old PlayStation games, I recommend GTA 2 for PlayStation 1. Spyro I played, and I played Spyro on the PS2 as well. So I think the trilogy they're re-releasing is like a I think it's the, correct me if I'm wrong, MJPK, if you're listening, but I think the trilogy is the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2 games, and I think it's like the original Spyro, and then I think it goes into the PlayStation 1 Spyro. Correct me if I'm wrong though. I mean the PlayStation 2 Spyro. But I'm pretty sure I played at least I think I played at least 2 of the Spyros. I think it was like the first one, and then like Spyro Enter the Dragon, I think was the other one I played. But they were the best games when I was a kid. I played 101 Dalmatians when I was a kid. I played, I don't know, there were so many games. But yeah, you used to just burn your games when you knew your guy. He would chip your PlayStation, you would get all your burned games, and then you would just play, which obviously is a little bit illegal, chipping a PlayStation, but that's what you used to have to do. Now I obviously buy my games, but it is very expensive, especially in Australia. But I think this is looking pretty nice. I've kind of made it really, really patchy. And then just like little peonies and stuff like that as well. Now, if I do find any, I would really like to get, see that's too many in a row there. Maybe a poppy. If I do find any, I really want to get some pink tulips. And I also want to get some more of those purple flowers. I can't remember the name of them. They're the green stalk with just the purple flower on top. And also some orchids, but I'm having a lot of trouble. I don't think Peridot's on it, Jim's on at the moment, no. But I'm having a lot of trouble finding them, so I think that's something where I'll have to go out and like purely just look for these flowers. But I think that's looking really nice. It's like nice and kind of patchy. It might be nice to have a few more like saplings in there, like some oak ones and some jungle saplings, because I really like the dark stalks that they have. But that's something I can do like another time and fix up and change. But yeah, if they had a little bit of purple and pink with the smaller flowers, it would pop a lot more. But obviously in survival there's only so much you can do, so you just got to try and find what you can. But I think this is looking really nice for a garden, and it's simple and it's survivally. Now if you wanted to make it a bit more survival, I know like this, a lot of people like sugarcane. You could also make like a little like hidden bits of water underneath the flowers, and add some sugarcane back there as well. My voice is cracking. Probably because of that allergy last night, it made my throat very raw. But yeah, so I've kind of made it nice and patchy. You can see the kind of triangle shape, how it's taller at the back and then it slowly works down to the smaller flowers at the front, which is what we were wanting as well. Oh, I hope you enjoyed this school dance, Wolf Fairy. Oh wow, that's really cool, Hamster. The PS2 was a good console as well, although I was very happy that we no longer have controlled leash PlayStations. How was your school dance, Wolf Fairy? I hope it was a lot of fun. We don't really have school dances in Australia. You have one. You have one school dance in Australia. You have your year 12 formal, which I think would be your senior formal in the USA, but that's the only formal you have in Australia. Well, we call prom formal. Hello, MGPK. But yeah, so I think that's pretty good for a garden. It's nice and simple. Now for gardening around like the rest of the build, like I'll kind of talk a little bit. I won't be able to do everything because we're still building in this area here. Well, it's a lot of plants. Oh, there's even pumpkins down there. It looks like someone's done some gardening there. That's okay because it actually looks pretty nice. But like for gardening in areas around like here, so like in this patch here, we wouldn't really have anything because it's someone's house. So I think what we'll have is a road running through here and then connecting to this bridge here. So like if we move these kind of plants here, you would have the road here, which means that you'd want the garden kind of off to the side here. So what I would do would probably be trees, growing it. Like if I'll actually get Jim to do it. For some reason he can always grow large trees. I don't know how. He does it perfectly. Oh, that's okay. Well, it's nice talking to you for a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the dance, Wolf Fairy. But yeah, so just like a little pathway here, you'd have your garden off to the side. I would do trees with vines on it. Kind of similar to the waterfall garden. If we go over there, I think Jim even built a few larger trees. Did we have any saplings drop? Probably, but I can't get them now. No. But if we go over here, kind of like the waterfall garden is how I would style it. So you can kind of see, we might even do like a little water feature over there as well. It's just kind of like vines, saplings, orchids. You have vines all on the trees, that kind of thing. So that's probably how I would garden that area. Oh, we have one sapling. That's okay though. So what we might do, I might finish the live stream there because I did my garden, and I know gardens aren't the most interesting thing for everyone, but I think it's good to just explain what I kind of want to do for the gardens around here. And it also makes it just a little bit easier to talk about survival gardens to you guys. I don't think I really have before. And when I did like the waterfall area, I did that in my own time. So showing you this was kind of like my way of showing you how to do it, like showing you how I kind of think in my head how I do survival gardens. You want it kind of like, I feel the best thing with survival gardens, if you're not making it to a theme like formal gardens or anything like that, make it really natural, make it patchy, use lots of greenery, and also have lots of water features, because water features in gardens can really help, especially in survival if it's really hard to build things. But yeah, so I'm going to go now because it's been about an hour and I finished my one garden in that hour after the restarts and talking and everything like that. I will focus on some more gardens during the week. I'll try and get some of the other roundabouts done, maybe 2 different themes I could even do them. Maybe have one just a green garden. Oh, thank you though. Thank you, hamster. But I might try and do the same for the other gardens. I also want to explore a little bit more and try and find some orchids and also some whatchamacallits, orchids, and also the little purple ones, and I'll add those in. But yeah, I'll probably end the live stream for now. I'll try and finish the other roundabout gardens off this week. I will do more lighting because that's very slowly being done. I'll try and get some more sheep and finish that off and do a stable, but we should be able to, I should be able to do a whole bunch this week. My uni's not too hectic. But yeah, I will see you all next week for my live stream. Again, I am sorry this started so late. The other reason I'm ending it as well is because normally I am finished by now, but because the server was down for an hour, I've had to put it back a little bit. So yeah. But I will see you all next week. I will definitely be doing the interiors of my house because the server will be hopefully like on and I won't be falling asleep the night before. And we'll try and maybe do some more actual building next week, not gardens. I did want to definitely cover the gardens though in a live stream because I feel a lot of people don't. So I definitely did want to do this garden episode so at least you guys understand it a little bit more, how I build in gardens and stuff like that. But yeah, so next week we might start building some houses on the main road because I would have completely removed my house. We'll have lots of space. Maybe we might build a tavern or something like that, like a pub, or we could build a couple little shops. I'll prepare a bunch of materials and we'll just build a bunch of like skins for the houses, and then I could do some interiors later on as well. No, this is not modded. Oh, thank you, Nina. No, I don't play modded Minecraft. I do... Oh, the server has some modding, like horses. You can train horses to be faster and different jump speeds, and there is a train cart system which is modded. There's just like a way that you can set the trains up to go to different paths, but oh, thank you, Hamster Girl. Yeah, no, it's Friday for me though, but I know for a lot of you guys it's probably Thursday. But no, it's not a modded server. This is like semi-vanilla. It's mostly vanilla Minecraft. We don't have like extra blocks. We just have standard Minecraft ones, but there are some things like you can make an iron spawner. You can make a golem spawner to get iron and stuff like that, but it's mostly semi-vanilla Minecraft server. No, there's some little things that make it a little bit different. Like if I go to... I don't know if I can show on my horse. I don't think it will really be there. But when you train up horses in the server, you'll notice that as you start running on it a lot or you're jumping, you'll hear like a little tingle tingle like a tingle tingle sound. It'll be like your horse reached jump level 3, so you can actually train up the horses to be faster and jump higher. And then I think that means that when you breed the horses, it will have a high, the offspring, the baby horse will have a higher jump and a higher speed. Yeah, no, you can join. I play on p.nerd.nu, which is a Java server, so you have to be on Java Edition Minecraft. But no, anyone can join. It's a free-to-play server. There's no... it's a huge map. There's no like payments to join. We don't have like little... I'll show the chat a little bit, but we don't have like little spammy things. There's like people logging in or little bits here and there, but it's not like a really... Hey Benjamin. But yeah, it's a free-to-play server and it's semi-vanilla, so it's mostly normal, and then there's things like training horses or the train system. You can like change... I'll try and show you one day, but if you go to someone's train system, there's different... You can choose like an arrow to point where you want to go, and the pathway will figure out to go down that one. So there's some stuff like that, but it's mostly a vanilla server. Yeah, like legit breeding, yeah. Yeah, it's plugin-ish, yeah. So we have some plugins for stuff like that. And also the whatchamacallits, the like the mannequins, the little people that I'm completely having a mind blank. Anyways, the things which you set your armor on, like your mannequins, we've also got a plugin for them. So you can change the arms on them and you can add text above. If you want, I can probably quickly show you what I mean. Let's grab a horse, hey? We'll grab a saddle. Or quickly, before I log on, I'll go to a town and I'll show you. Where is my saddle? Plus that way I'll be able to show you another town as well. There's my saddle. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly show you guys another town. Okay, I might even... Oh, my horse is dehydrated. That's great. It takes a little bit longer to delete while you're on the horse. Okay, no, we're gonna get off the horse. Come on. Okay. We're going to quickly go on a little adventure. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly show you guys the town. Yeah, no, it's a server. Armor stand, that's what it is. Yeah. So we've got a plugin for armor stand so you can fix the arms and add like little things like that. Yeah, this is a... No, this server is 1.12. It's not 1.13. We don't ever do snapshots because of plugins. But yeah, no, the server is p.nerd.nu. I'm going to quickly show you guys another town. Now this town is like a little bit... it's not like average town here. There's some towns which are really crazy in how they build. I'm using the horse to get there a little bit faster. You might also be able to see my horse level up because I haven't leveled up all my horses. But we're going to go to a town. I'll show you the armor stands. This town kind of builds a little bit more like creatively, I suppose you could say. You're welcome. And they have people, they have armor stands around the town where they've also set up the text on top as well that you can do. Oh no, that sucks, hamster girl. At least you can still play on console though. Oh, and then the other thing about getting... Hold on. There we go. The other thing as well is that the horses have to drink to have training, so you have to get off them and then they'll drink. The other thing about getting skulls, like player heads on this server, is to get them you have to whatchamacallit. To get skulls you have to basically get a wither kind of thing. You have to make I think it's like the same damage level as a wither. What I will do as well, Lugia, I'll give you the live map so you can find us a little bit easier. So this is the that's the live map there. The server's basically at like no, not that one. There we go. The server's basically at like about x negative 1500, z negative 1500. Oh, thank you, Esteban, for subbing. It's nice to see you as well this morning. Yeah, so the horses, to train them up to have higher jump and higher speed, you also have to let them drink. So there's stuff like that as well. Now, to get to the server, you guys, as well, we'll get to where the town is as well. When you're in the spawn area, right in the center, there's actually watermelons. So if you can't see them there should be a little pressure plate on the grass. If you stand on them, there's a command block to spawn them again. So grab some melon before you come over so you don't die. But yeah, so we're just going to quickly go to this town. This is another portal for the server. The other thing as well with portals on the server is that not everyone can build a nether portal. The server has it set up so that only you have to find the portals and then you activate them and you can claim them. So someone would have found that portal and they've activated it and claimed it as their own. But we're just gonna go... but you see just then, my horse... I'll move this here. My horse went green and it says this horse is now level 4 in speed. I don't remember how high it gets up to. I think it's in the teens. But yeah, so the server has little things like that to make it realistic, but we don't drastically change the game. We don't add lots of mods to add different animals or anything like that. On the odd occasion, on like, I think it was Thanksgiving 2 years ago, they changed the server so you could add a resource pack that would change the look of the server. So everything was all like autumnal and like different colored autumnal trees. And then chickens, they turned into turkeys with a skin, but then they also made chickens aggressive, so it was like killer turkeys. It was like a fun little event thing, and you could collect turkey feathers and trade them for things. So they will do like little things like that. But okay, so we're in the town now. So this is like a town that's kind of like nearby me. There's one here. Okay. So this is like an armor stand. The other thing about the armor stands is there's also a command to shrink them. So you enter in all the commands for the armor stand, and then you place it, and it'll place it however you've like set your stand to. And you can add like text. So they've added like this one singing like you and me going fishing in the dark. And but to get a skull in Minecraft on our server, it's a little bit hard. Where did my horse go? Oh, it's done that thing where they disappear. Okay, hold on. That's a glitch. Sometimes when you get off the horses, they just glitch and disappear. You just relog. There it is. But yeah, so you can add like all kinds of... Oh, my horse drank again. But yeah, aggressive turkeys. Our town is called... It doesn't have a name. I've called it Strudelberg. But those coordinates I gave you basically go to it. If you look on the live map, which I linked, Daisha Bear is nearly there. Okay, so if you look on the live map though, I'll post it in the chat again. Because she's nearly there. Okay. I'll post it in the chat again just in case. Okay, but what you can do, if you look at like Daisha Bear, she's like literally nearly at the town. It's just west of her. I'll head back anyway in a second, so you can come and find me. But yeah, so like this little town here, it's a bit more of like a creative building kind of town, but they've got little people around, which is what I was wanting to show you. The armor stands. Now that I can remember, they're called armor stands. Like here's another one over here. Like I must have this stuff, do some dusting. But you can see they've got the arm raised and stuff like that. So that's like the kind of thing that I mean by the armor stands changing. But there's different towns all over the server, and you can explore, and you can... The good thing about here as well is there's no limit on how much you can build. As much as you're building, that's okay. But yeah, okay. Oh, I'm just looking at the live map while I'm there. You were going too far, Daisha Bear. No. That's okay though. But I'll go back to the server so you can find me. I mean, not the server, I'll go back to my town. But if you look at the live map, that shows where I am. I'm just heading directly straight east again to go back. But yeah, so the town's at about... Oh, see, I've leveled up to level 5 now. So the town's at about x negative 1500, z negative 1500. So it's not like too far from spawn, but it is a little bit of a walk. The easiest way to get there, if you are curious... wow, I'm really lagging. Probably because I'm walking around so much and loading. Yeah, it's a really big town, hey. And I'm sorry if I'm lagging a bunch on your screen. It's probably because I'm constantly loading up chunks because I'm traveling so fast. But because normally it wouldn't be this laggy because I'm just in one bit. But yeah, so if you go west of spawn and just follow that ice road all the way to the end, you hit a T intersection. You then want to go right, and then you go all the way to the end along, you go all the way along there until you get to another T intersection, but you could go left, you want to go right off the path there, and that basically heads straight to where the town is. That's probably like the easiest way I could explain it. Okay, we're just gonna head back though. This is that ice road at that T intersection I mentioned. Oh, there's like a little thing down there. I'm like, oh yes. I always do that. I always try and look. Okay. Come on. Come on, horsey. I wonder if I can show you the jump leveling. We'll see how much I can. Okay, so this is the kind of T intersection in that road I was talking about. So if you do go west, you'll see this like T intersection where you go left. You want to go right. And if you just kind of follow like along here, you end up all the way back at the town. That's kind of like the easiest way to talk about how to get there. Come on, horsey. Okay. But yeah, so the town's not too far. It's just like that little bit far off. I didn't want to build though right next to spawn because a lot of people do. So it can get quite crowded. Ah, my throat. Okay. Nearly back. Yeah, it's not too far. But yeah, feel free to build Lugia. I do have 6 house plots available, so if you did want to build a house, there is a bunch of stuff. Level 6 in speed. Yeah, that's why I said Lugia, you should grab some melon around the thing. But yeah, we're already in the town now. This is like a tree farm that Jim's got growing for us, which is quite cool. Oh, someone hasn't farmed that one completely. Hey kitty, nice to see you. Did you get melons at spawn, Lugia? Let's see where you are. I might be able to bring some food to you. Sorry, I was just reading. I was reading the messages. Okay, let's see where you are. Where are you? You've gone completely south, Lugia. You're like way down there. I was gonna say I might be able to deliver some melons to you, but you're like way far from where I am. The only thing I can really recommend is going through the Neville portal you were at and then going back to spawn and then walking back, but that's like way far too south for me. You're like right at the bottom of the map. But yeah, if you go through the Nether portal and there might be a pathway back to spawn, do that and then grab melons at spawn and then walk to where the town is. There isn't really a close town to us, but if you did want to find a okay, cool. Rose portal. But yeah, if you did want to find us as well, the closest Nether portal to us is the Rose portal. So if you look on the live map that I did link, you'll see the Rose portal. We're basically directly east of that. So that's probably the easiest way to find us. Oh, what's going on in the chat? Oh, okay. So we're gonna put Horsey back now because Horsey's done. But what I might do, I might stop the live stream, but I will hang around, and I keep reading the chat. Oh, it's drinking again. Okay, what I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna end the live stream now. Oh. Mostly because one, my throat. Two, I've shown you guys the town. We're just gonna put this zombie horse back in. Get in my dirt hut. Eventually though, like I said, I will move everything over. Okay, there we go. Now we can't get out. But I'm going to end the live stream here because I have done my gardens and I was just showing you guys a couple of things about the server. I will stay logged online for a little bit just so I can help Lugia to the town and also Daisha if she does want to come. But it was really, really good talking to you guys today. Hopefully next week the server won't be offline when I'm trying to live stream. And then, because I know it's getting a little bit laggy now as well, which is why I'm ending it. But it was nice talking to you all today. I will see you next week for Survival Fridays episode 10. We will probably start building some things around the town here because I would have removed my dirt house by this time next week. But like always, it's nice seeing you all. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I now also say click the bell icon for notifications for every time you post, because apparently YouTube does not tell you every time someone posts. But like always guys,